Hi guys, I think I'm live now. If you can see me, if you can hear me, if everything is good, please do let me know in the chat that everything is good. Good afternoon Mike, good afternoon Pegna, good afternoon Sonima Dwivedi, good afternoon Pujita, and good afternoon Hari Rajeshwar. All of you guys come regularly to our stream, so it's very nice to know. Today we'll be solving around 20 questions. All of these questions are from the algebra topic for CAT. Please do like the stream. Let us try to get to at least 150 likes before the stream ends. So every question will have some time. Whenever you get the question correct, you can message in the chat that everything is good and whatever you think is the answer. And once you message in the chat, I'll look at it and I'll reply to it. So let us get started. This is the first question. You have 2 minutes to answer this question. Okay, good afternoon Varun, good afternoon good afternoon to everyone. I think everybody is saying that everything is good. So this is the first question that we have. See if you can actually get it correct. We have 2 minutes to solve this. If you get the answer correct, message in the chat. If you have any doubts with respect to your CAT preparation also, you can ask me. I'll be happy to help you. If you got the answer correct, you can message in the chat. Pujita is saying B, that is correct. Let us see how many others can actually get this correct. Please do like the stream, guys. We have close to 50 people are watching the stream live and only 14 likes. So let us try to get some more likes. Shrey also is saying B. Shrey also is correct. Good to see that many people are getting it correct. Okay, the time is done. Let us try to answer this question. In this question, we are told that there are 35,000 visitors who visited the fair. The amount collected at the entrance counter was 9.5 lakhs. The fee was 40 rupees for an adult and 20 rupees for a child. 10% of the visitors had free passes. Now, what is the number of children who visited the fair? So, the total number of people who visited the fair was 35,000. Now, out of this, 10% had free passes. So, if you remove them, what would the number of people who paid for the seats be? That would be 35,000 into 0.9, which is equal to 31,500. Let us assume that this 31,500 had A adults and C children. So A plus C is equal to 31,500. What is the total amount collected by these guys? That will be 40A plus 20C. This is equal to 9.5 lakhs, which is 95,000 into 10. You can cross a 0 in each of them. You can divide this equation by 2. You are going to get 2A plus C is equal to 47,500. A plus C is 31,500. 2A plus C is 47,500. If you subtract one equation from the other, you are going to get A is equal to 16,000. Therefore, the value of C will be 31,500 minus 16,000, which is equal to 15,500. So the answer for this question is option B. In my, according to me, this is not a very difficult question. This is a question which is on the slightly easier side. So I hope that many of you got it correct. Sonima and Lalit also got it correct, which is good. Let us look at the next question. Ramya is saying, sir, I'm looking to enroll in the batch which is best exclusive course or complete Cracku. Exclusive course is for students who are only aiming for CAT. That is a course that is primarily designed for students who are only going to take CAT. Complete course is for students who are going to take CAT as well as other OMITs. For example, if you are taking CAT, XAT, SNAP, NMAT, all of them, then go for the complete course. If you are going to take only CAT, go for the exclusive course. Pujita Lulu is saying, sir, I did not attempt DC2 due to concept GAT. Is it okay? I'm planning to attempt it tomorrow. I think it's okay if you attempt it tomorrow. No issues, but don't delay it too much. DC2, we released it last week, so try to take it soon. In this question, we are told that the roots of an equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. We are asked to calculate what is the value of square root of 2 square root of ac minus b divided by c. Here the two roots are u and v, and in a quadratic equation we know one thing. We know that the sum of the roots is equal to minus b by a, and the product of the roots is equal to c by a. So in this particular case, what we know is that u plus v is equal to minus b by a, and u into v is equal to c by a. What does this mean? What we have is we need to calculate the value of square root of 2 square root of ac minus b divided by c. We'll divide the numerator and denominator with a, so that we can get something to do with b by a and c by a. What this would mean is that this becomes that what we need to calculate is square root of 2 into square root of c by a minus b by a divided by c by a. But what is c by a? C by a is u into v. So what we need is square root of 2 times square root of uv plus what is minus b by a, that is u plus v, divided by c by a, which is uv. This, if you simplify, the numerator is square root of u plus square root of v. So if you are taking the square root, that will be square root of u plus square root of v divided by square root of uv, which is equal to 1 by square root of u plus 1 by square root of v. So the answer for this question is option A. Let us look at the next question. Try to answer this. This also is an easy question. I'll just come in 1 minute. Many people got this correct. Let us try to answer this. In this question, we are told that 5x square minus 3y square is to xy is equal to 11 by 2. X and y are positive. What is the value of x by y? What this means is, you can simplify this. This is 5x square minus 3y square divided by xy is equal to 11 by 2. We can cross multiply. We are going to get 10x square minus 6y square is equal to 11xy. This is basically a quadratic equation x and y. We can simplify this. This will be 10x square minus 6y square minus 11xy is equal to 0. If you are simplifying it, we want to factorize it. So this will be 10x square minus 15xy plus 4xy minus 6y square is equal to 0. This is in terms of x and y. So this will be this is 5x into 2x minus 3y plus 2x into plus 2y, sorry, into 2x minus 3y is equal to 0. This is 5x plus 2y into 2x minus 3y is equal to 0. This would imply that either 5x is equal to minus 2y, or the value of x by y is equal to minus 2 by 5, or 2x is equal to 3y. So the value of x by y is equal to 3 by 2, which is option C. So the answer for this question is that x and y are positive. So it would only imply the second case. Therefore, x is to y is 3 is to 2, which is option C. Let us look at the next question. Many people got it correct, so that's the case. Lal Zakar is saying, sir, what is the difference between dash cats and head start mocks? The difference between dash cat and head start mocks are, in dash cats, we will have mocks which start on a particular date, they are scheduled on a particular date, and there is a recommended window to take them. Head start mocks, on the other hand, are mocks which are already there, they are already live. They are mocks which ideally should be attempted before somebody starts taking the dash CATs. They are slightly on the easier side. I'm ABC Target is saying, sir, what is the course for fees for repeaters? So students who are looking for repeaters, we have actually two courses or two batches. One is for students who are taking CAT for the first time, or for basically students who are just about starting their CAT preparation. The other course is for repeaters. This is something, it is a batch where we expect students to take, to have taken the mocks, to have taken the examination before. So the course curriculum is designed specifically for them. So we have the freshers batch, or a batch for beginners, and a batch for repeaters. Now, if you're looking for the batch for repeaters, the onus mostly is on solving as many questions as you can. Because we would expect that somebody who has scored 70% or 80 percentile already has a basic knowledge of most of the concepts, most of the important concepts. At least they are familiar with them. And the most important thing that they should do is practice as many questions as they can. A fresher or somebody who has not taken CAT earlier, I think the onus will be mostly on getting the foundations up, getting the basics correct. So if you're interested in any of these courses, please do send a mail to support@cracku.in. Vignesh Nair is saying, sir, can we attempt dash CAT after the window period? If you are a premium student of Cracku, you can take the mocks later also. Sid is saying, sir, which type of student should enroll in CAT study room and how will it help me? CAT study room again is a product which is mostly focused on students who have already taken CAT once or twice. They are comfortable with the basics and they're looking for an excellent question bank where they can practice a lot of questions. CAT study room is for those kind of people. So many times you would wonder that, okay, I want to practice or solve a lot of questions, but where should I solve them? What is the material? What is the database or something like that? So somebody who is familiar with the concepts, and if they're looking for a good place to practice a lot of questions, CAT study room is for them. Ideally, I would say CAT study room is for somebody who has already scored around 85 percentile or above earlier, and they're looking to practice. That I think will be a very good product for them. Okay. In this question, we are told that x and y are positive real numbers which satisfy x plus y is equal to 52. Then what is the minimum possible value of 91 into 1 plus x into 1 plus 1 by y? If you're looking at this particular product, what is the value of 91 into 1 plus 1 by x into 1 plus 1 by y? This would imply that this is equal to 91 into 1 plus 1 by x plus 1 by y plus 1 by xy. We are looking to find out the minimum possible value of this product. Now, if you're looking at x plus y is equal to 52, if you are looking at the arithmetic mean is greater than or equal to geometric mean, which is AM is greater than or equal to GM, x plus y divided by 2 is greater than or equal to square root of xy, or 1 by square root of xy will be greater than or equal to 2 by xy. Therefore, 1 by xy will be greater than or equal to 4 by, sorry, this is x plus y whole square. But what is x plus y that is given to us? X plus y is 52. So this is greater than or equal to 4 by 52 whole square. Similarly, we know that arithmetic mean is greater than or equal to harmonic mean. So this would imply that x plus y divided by 2 is greater than or equal to 2 divided by 1 by x plus 1 by y, or 1 by x plus 1 by y is greater than or equal to 4 divided by x plus y. What is x plus y? X plus y is equal to 52. So this is greater than or equal to 1 by 13, which is 4 by 52. So it would imply that 1 by x plus 1 by y is greater than or equal to 1 by 13. 1 by x into y is greater than or equal to 4 by 52 whole square. So this product, if you're trying to find out the minimum possible value, it will be 91 into 1 plus 1 by 13 plus 4 by 52 whole square, which is again 1 divided by 13 into 52. You can simplify this. This will be equal to 91 plus 91 divided by 13 is 7 plus 7 divided by 52. 91 plus 7 is 98. So this is 98, 7 by 52. If you are expressing this as a fraction, as an improper fraction, that will be 98 into 52 is equal to 5200 minus 104 is 5096 plus 7 divided by 52, which is equal to 5103 divided by 52. So the answer for this question will be option C. Let us look at the next question. Please do like the stream, guys. Venkat Vamsi is saying, sir, still did not receive the books. We are sending the books, man. There was some issue with respect to the printing of the books. So because of that, we had some delay. But we are sending them. We are working on them. You should receive it very soon. I'm extremely sorry that there has been this much delay. And it doesn't make me happy. It makes me actually very sad that it has been this much delay. But we'll try to ensure that the books are sent as soon as possible. And we are fixing them. We are working very hard to ensure that we are actually sending them. People ask us what is the free material that is available on Cracku. These are the things that I would say are the free materials, and they are very, very good. If you are somebody who is looking for free mocks for CAT, you can check out the 3 free CAT mocks. If you're looking for previous year's papers, you have the previous year's papers in the CAT previous year's papers section. You can download the PDFs of all the CAT previous year's papers. For example, somebody who is just starting out their CAT preparation, I think a very good resource for them is the previous year's PDFs of CAT 2024, CAT 2023, CAT 2022, those kind of things. Somebody who is looking for a 100 quant question series, which is very, very popular. This is on YouTube. This is a list of, this is a bunch of video solutions for 100 quant questions. This is a series I do every year. So 2 weeks before CAT, we release the 100 most important questions for CAT. We have done it for the last 4 years or so. So you will get 4 such videos. Each video will have 100 quant questions. Very, very useful. It is seen by lakhs of students. This is something that I would want you to check it out. It is present on YouTube. You have to just search for Cracku 100 quant question series, or you can just look at the description of this video to get the link for it. Similarly, we also have a very useful quant revision video series. This is super useful. You can check it out, CAT 2025 revision videos. Again, the link for it is given in the description of this video. This playlist has 4 videos. One is a revision for quant. Another one also is a revision for quant, one is a revision for VRC, and one is a revision for LRDI. All of them are very, very useful. You should definitely check it out. Let us look at the next question. And the links for all of them are given in the description of this video. You should check it out if you want. Mohit Rohit is saying, sir, last year I was not able to get even 80 percentile. What should I do with the CAT exclusive course of Cracku, which I've just purchased? What I would want you to do is just follow the schedule that is given. Every batch has a schedule that is given. In the schedule, we provide a daily schedule where we tell you what are the videos we want to watch on a particular day. We'll tell you what are the questions that we want you to see on a particular day. So just ensure that you're sticking to that batch schedule without any backlogs. That I think should be a very good first step. And we have designed the schedule so that you are getting conceptual understanding as well as practice. So don't worry, don't get frustrated or don't get confused. Be very simple. Just focus on the batch task, on the batch schedule. Every single day when you get a mail in the morning, or you can check out the batch page, there will be a list of things we want you to do. Just ensure that you are doing them on a daily basis. Guys, please do like the stream. We have close to 50 people who are watching the stream live. So I want to get to at least 150 likes before the stream ends. We have more than 60 people who are watching the stream live, which is good, man. If you get this answer correct, let us know. Mahima got it correct. Pujita Nulu is getting it correct. Very good, Pujita. You are doing many questions correct. Gaurav also got it correct. Saksham is saying, sir, I have completed BCom first year. Can I appear for CAT 2025 just for experiencing the CAT exam? I think that is fine. I think you can take the examination. I think that is something that might not be very correct from a moral standpoint. That is, you are not even looking for admission, but I would say that is something I would recommend you to do. If you're looking at it just from a strategic standpoint, like I advise some of the students who work at Cracku, there are CAT aspirants who work with us in different roles. There are some marketing people, there are some BDAs, there are some people who build good content for us. So I interact with them regularly, and one of the things that I always tell them is, what should you do to ensure that your exam composure is good on that particular day? Like I tell this in many of my streams, to do well in CAT, you need two things. One is you need good aptitude, you should put in that effort. The other thing that you would need is having the exam composure. So one of the things that is important for exam composure is taking the exam multiple times, not just CAT. If you're taking CAT as an experience, I think that is not at all a bad idea, because I think it will help you on the day of the CAT when you take it next year. Similarly, if you can take any other examination also, if you can take other MBA exams, take it. If you can take other government job exams, take it. Just have that experience of taking exams. That I think is a very strategic thing which I would recommend students to do. That is basically, I told you all of these stories because that is something I tell people who are working at Cracku to do. All the CAT aspirants, when they ask me for tips about how to hold their exam nerves, I tell them one of the things that you can consider doing is ensure that you are taking government job exams also. If you're taking SSC CGL or if you're taking SBI PO or IBPS PO, the portion is actually pretty similar. It is not very difficult. The competition also is there. And just the process of waking up on a Sunday, going to that exam center, taking that examination for 2 hours or 3 hours and trying to do well in it, trying to tell yourself that this is the actual examination, I think will definitely help you in holding your nerves better on the day of CAT. It might not be a game changer, but it will at least help you 10% be better. So yeah, this question, many people got it correct. Let us try to answer it. Find the range of values of the real number x for which the inequality x plus 2 into x plus 5 is greater than 40. So if you're looking at x plus 2 into x plus 5 is greater than 40, this will be x square plus 7x plus 10 is greater than 40, or x square plus 7x minus 30 is greater than 0. If you are factorizing this, this is x plus 10 into x minus 3 is greater than 0. This would imply that the two roots of this quadratic equation are minus 10 and 3. Because you want this quadratic equation to be greater than 0, it would imply that x will have to lie between minus infinity to minus 10, union 3 to infinity. For people who don't understand it, remember one thing. If you are able to get a quadratic equation such that x minus a into x minus b is less than 0. If it is less, then x has to lie between the two roots. That is, a has to be less than, x has to be less than b. If it is greater than 0, if x minus a into x minus b is greater than 0, then it would imply that x cannot lie between the roots. That is, either x has to be less than a or x has to be greater than b. In this particular case, it is greater than 0. And what are the two roots? The two roots are minus 10 and 3. So either x has to be less than minus 10 or x has to be greater than 3. That is the answer. Let us look at the next question. Let us see how many people got this correct. Gaurav got it correct, Mahima got it correct, Pujita again got it correct. Very well done, all of you. I'm trying to answer some questions, man. Piyush Jain is saying, sir, I'm a repeater from last year, scored 50 percentile, very bad. Right now thinking of starting again so that it would be okay to start now. Or also I'm doing sales job, is it manageable? I think it is definitely manageable. Most people who take CAT have work kicks, so that should not be an issue. Just ensure that whatever job you're doing, it should not be so hectic that you're not getting at least 2 hours every day to prepare. That I think is important. In an ideal situation, I want those 2 hours to be in the morning, because in the morning your mind is fresh. You have complete control over your time, your day, all of it. If you have a good night's sleep, you wake up at say 6 or 6:30, study for 2 hours and then go to work. That I think is sufficient. So other than that, I wouldn't say anything about the job aspect. Improving from 55 percentile, if you're being realistic, I think from 55 percentile in 1 year, you can definitely score 90 percentile plus. Jumping to 99.5, 99.6 from 1 year, in 1 year from 55 might not be realistic in my opinion. I might be wrong, but that is what I would think. But if you put realistic targets that, okay, this time I scored 55, I want to get to 90, how will I actually do it? If you ask yourself that, and if you're strategic about it, I don't see any reason as to why that is not possible. It would imply that you have to increase your score by say 10 marks or 15 marks in each of the sections. So overall, you would need a jump of around say 30 marks to increase from 55 percentile to 90 percentile. If not 30, it will be 40, not much more than that. So you have to figure out what you should do to increase your marks realistically in each of the sections by 10 to 15 marks, which is definitely possible. Be optimistic, put in the effort. CAT is not very, very difficult. CAT is an examination which I know if you put in the effort regularly, consistently, that is sufficient for you to do well. You should not make it very, very like, it is not rocket science. It is not a super difficult examination. It requires you to be fast. It requires you to have that speed and also good composure on the day of the examination. So going from 55 to 90 in 1 year, I think is definitely possible. Be optimistic and put in that effort. Let me answer this question, guys. We have 56 likes, which is very good. We have around 70 people who are watching the stream live. Please do like the stream. In a farmhouse, there are only horse and sheep. 50% of the horses were, if 50% of the horses were sheep, okay, then there would have been 50% more sheep than the number of horses. What is the percentage of all animals which are horses? So we have some horses and we have some sheep. Let the number of horses be H and let the number of sheep be S. Now, if 50% of the horses were sheep, what would that imply? It would imply that the number of horses is 0.5 H and the number of sheep would be S plus 0.5 H. Now we are being told that this is 50% more than this, because now the number of sheep would be 50% more than the number of horses. This would imply that 0.5 H into 1.5 is equal to S plus 0.5 H, or 0.75 H is equal to S plus 0.5 H, or the value of S is 0.25 H, or the value of H is 4S. This would imply that the number of horses was 4S, the number of sheep is S, the total number of animals is 5S. So what percentage of all animals are horses? That would be 4S divided by 5S into 100, which is equal to 80%. So the answer for this question is option A. Let us look at the next question. Okay, Pujita Nulu is saying, answer me, sir. Can you post your query again? I'm sorry, I think it has gone up. Okay. Janaki Rama Manikanta Vemula. Okay. Such a beautiful name, and Janaki Rama. Okay. Got 85 percentile this year. OBC prepared for 3 months. I'm working professional. I'm currently preparing for CAT 2025. As you said in the morning, preparing for 2.5 hours. I can't. Okay, I think it is cut. I think this is good, man. I think, see, if you are a working professional who is studying for 2.5 hours or 3 hours in the morning, there is nothing else that is needed. Just ensure that you're sticking to that schedule. If you have already scored 85 percentile last year, what I would want you to do is very simple. I want you to solve as many questions as you can. That will especially work a lot in quant and LRDA. The more you solve, the more you practice obsessively, the better it is. The second thing I would tell you is ensure that you are a all-rounder. What I mean by that is you should not have any weak areas. Some people say that, okay, I'm good at algebra and arithmetic, I'm not good at geometry. Those kind of things I don't think will really work if you're aiming to score 99.5 plus. And for you, because you have scored 85 percentile last year with only 3 months preparation, I think it is pretty realistic to aim for 9-10 percentile this year. I don't see any reason as to why that should not be possible. That I think should be your goal. And to get to 9-10 percentile, you need to be good at all the concepts, especially in quant. So ensure that you are solving a lot of questions from different concepts, different topics. That I think should be sufficient. Same for even LRDI. A lot of practice will help you become more accustomed to tackling LRDI questions. Verbal would require you to read a lot, inculcate that habit of reading a lot. One of the tricks that I tell students with respect to verbal is try to read boring articles. One of the things that I realized is when I wanted to improve in verbal ability, I thought, okay, I need to, because in the examination, I used to get bored in an RC. That used to happen to me once. It happened, I think, in CAT 2020, where I did not score well in verbal. Relatively, I did not score well. I did very well in quant and LRDI, but verbal, I was not doing very well. So I thought, okay, what should I do to improve my verbal score? Then I realized that one of the things that is happening to me was that I was not focusing, I was finding the articles boring. And after like reading halfway through it, I'm not able to have that concentration. So for the next 1 year, I ensured that I was reading very boring articles. I used to find Architecture Digest, for example, to be a very boring magazine, but I used to like buy those articles and I would read them. I used to feel that, okay, whatever is very boring, I'll just push through it, I'll practice it so that my concentration levels improve. And that definitely had an impact. Whenever I started reading these boring articles, all the articles that I actually find in CAT, I find them to be very interesting on a relative aspect, on a comparative aspect. So definitely consider doing that. Ensure that you are able to read regularly. Ensure that you are able to improve your concentration levels. Okay. Guys, we have 68 likes. We need another 70. I think we need another 82 likes. Please do like the stream, guys. We have close to 75 people who are watching the stream live, which is very good. Try to let us make it at least 150 likes before the stream ends. We have only 68 likes. We need another 82 likes. The temperature dropped by 18 degrees in the last 24 days. If the rate of temperature drop remains constant, then how many degrees will the temperature drop in the next 32 days? This is not a very difficult question. This is a fairly straightforward question. So assume that in 24 days, the temperature fell by 18 degrees. So in 1 day, the temperature fell by 18 by 24, which is equal to 3 by 4 degrees. So in 32 days, the temperature would fall by 3 by 4 into 32, which is equal to 24 degrees. So the answer for this question is option D. Let us look at the next question. Vedika is saying, hi sir, what is the exam level difficulty dash CATs compared to actual CAT exam? This year we are trying to mimic CAT 2024 as much as we can. I actually found dash CAT 2 to be very similar to the actual examination of CAT 2024. If you have not taken dash CAT 2, definitely take it. It is the latest dash CAT that was released. Pretty good examination, pretty good mock, very well designed. So you should definitely check it out. Aiti Kumar Satpathy is saying, sir, is there any pre-recorded concept video available or do we have to watch live class videos only for concept? We have a lot of pre-recorded videos, which is very well designed for students who are working, who cannot attend the live classes. And before every live class, we actually ask them to go through the pre-recorded videos. This is for students who are enrolled to either the exclusive batch or the CAT Complete Cracku course, where we have live classes every day from Monday to Friday. And before every class, we have a list of videos we want them to watch before attending the session, so that they can actually participate and improve when we are actually taking the live class. So we do have pre-recorded classes. We also have live classes. Piyush Jain is saying, sir, should I go with purchasing course as last year, did self-prep and got to know its stuff being on track? Piyush, I know that, again, I don't want to seem discouraging, but see, if you have done self-study and you did not score well last year, I think you messaged that you scored 50 percentile. Definitely take the full course, man. Ensure that at least there is no confusion in your head as to what you should read on a particular day. That I think is the biggest advantage that enrolling to any course will actually give you, where you will be on track. So if you are enrolled to any of the Cracku courses, the Complete Cracku or the exclusive course, every day you will get a mail about what you should read on a particular day. You will get the material also, which I think will ensure that at least there is no confusion in your head. You have to just stick to that schedule every single day. That itself will ensure that you will cover the entire syllabus and you will get a lot of practice. So I would recommend definitely enrolling to it. Many people got the correct answer. Mahima, Saurabh, Pujita, Gaurav, Prashant, all of these guys have actually done well. Pujita Nulu is saying, sir, my current profile is 98, 85.7, 79.09. Is it enough for composite score going to graduate in 2026? Can I put full focus on CAT preparation? I think it is very good, Pujita. If you are still graduating, what I would recommend you to do is, your graduation score is 79.09. Try to take it above 80. If you can take it above 80, I think you will have a perfect profile, because you will have 90 plus in 10th, 80 plus in 12th, and 80 plus in graduation. So that will be a perfect profile according to me. You will also get the gender diversity marks, so that also will be good. And you are also preparing for CAT 2026 from now on. So I think a lot of things are going well for you. Ensure that you are staying motivated, you are staying consistent in your CAT journey, in your CAT preparation. You are graduating next year, right? So that would mean that you are taking CAT this year. You will be taking 6 months. So that is fine. Put in the effort, ensure that your graduation score is going to be above 80, and prepare well for CAT. Focus on both of these things. I think you have a good profile. You have a good chance of doing very well. Okay, let me answer this question. What is the value of A for which the lines 3 into A minus 2x minus 2y plus 3 and A plus 2x minus 3y plus 4 are parallel? What exactly is a line? A line is an equation which is of the form y is equal to mx plus c. Here m is the slope of the line. Now if you are having two lines, if they are parallel to each other, the slope will be the same. That is, if there is one line which is of the form y is equal to mx plus c1 and another line y is equal to mx plus c2, both of them will be parallel. If you are not understanding it, I'll give you a more specific example. If you are having a line which is of the form, say, y is equal to 3x plus 4. This is parallel to y is equal to 3x plus, say, 5 or 3x plus 6 or 3x plus 56. As long as this coefficient of x is the same, both the lines are parallel. If coefficient of x is not the same, the lines are not parallel, they will intersect at some point. So here we are asked to calculate what is the value of a for which these two lines are parallel. So let us calculate the slope of the first line. The first line will be of the form 2y is equal to 3 into a minus 2x plus 3, or y is equal to 3 by 2 into a minus 2 x plus 3 by 2. The slope of the second line is 3y is equal to a plus 2 into x plus 4, or y is equal to a plus 2 by 3 x plus 4 by 3. This is the slope of the first line. This is the slope of the second line. You want the slopes to be the same. So this would imply that 3 by 2 into a minus 2 is equal to a plus 2 divided by 3. We can cross multiply. You are going to get 9a minus 18 is equal to 2a plus 4. Or the value of 7a is equal to 27. The value of a is 22 by 7. Many people got it correct, which is very nice to see. So the answer for this question is option D. Let us look at the next question. Yeah, many people were asking what is the next batch. The next batch is actually starting tomorrow. It is the Kickstart batch. It is starting on April 28th, which is tomorrow. It will have weekly revision. It will have concept videos. It will have a daily schedule we want you to watch. If you are looking for a mentorship course, we have actual mentors who are focused on mentoring students who are preparing for CAT. So you can book a slot and one of the mentor will actually call you in that particular slot. So we do have one-on-one mentorship, and we also have daily live classes. These daily live classes happen at 8 p.m. every day from Monday to Friday. I take the classes on every Monday. Mostly I look at either Quant or LRDA. And Sally also takes one class, preferably on Wednesday or Thursday. We take classes on most Mondays. Me personally, nearly all Mondays, whenever I'm in Hyderabad and not traveling on any urgent work, I'm always there. I'll always take the class on every Monday. Similarly, Sally also ensures that she takes at least one class either on Wednesday or Thursday. In these classes, we solve many questions and we also interact with students. So if any students, like in this particular class, many people are asking us how they should study for CAT, all of these questions. We also have a live chat where if you are a premium member of Cracku and you want to ask your doubts, we are more than happy to solve your strategic doubts. That is how to prepare for CAT, what you should do better, etc., etc. Anyway, let us look at the next question. Piyush Jain is saying, in the Cracku course, are there more faculty except you and Saili ma'am? Saili, all the concept videos, all the pre-recorded videos are taught either by Saili or by me. All of them. All the concept videos, all the revision videos, everything. The live classes which happen from Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. There are other faculty, but these are faculty who are very good at what they do. These are faculty who have already scored around 99 percentile in CAT. And we take, that is, I take the class on every Monday. Sally takes the class on every Wednesday and Thursday. This is true for most weeks. Sometimes if I have to travel urgently or something, I might miss the Monday class and I might take some other class during the week. But otherwise, I will be taking all the Monday classes and Sally will be taking one other class during the week. The remaining 3 classes are taken by other faculty. These are only about the live classes. Guys, please do like the stream. We have close to 100 people who are watching the stream live. I want to get to at least 150 likes. So we have crossed 78. We have crossed the midway point. Prashant Ravi saying, hi sir, I'm preparing since December, but in the recent mock exams, I'm scoring in the range of 45 to 50 marks. I'm not seeing any improvement from one mock exam to the next. I'm not able to answer even easy concepts which I learned a month ago, but I'm able to answer recently prepared concepts. I think, Prashant, one thing that is important is you need to practice more, because if you don't practice solving questions, you will forget the concepts. So whenever you are finishing a concept, remember the concept and at least try to practice the same question again later, maybe after 1-2 weeks, so that you will not forget the concepts. My saying, sir, I have a 997 profile with 11 months work ex. Okay. Until July 2025. What percentile should I aim for top amps? A good question, Mahima. What I would tell you and what I would tell many people who are asking me about the profile review is, if you are looking for the profile review, go to the I am call predictor by Cracku. You can just Google search for Cracku I am call predictor, or you can just follow the link that is given in the chat. You'll go there if you enter all of your details, your 10th class score, your 12th class score, your undergraduation score, how much work ex you have. If you enter all of those details, you will get the required percentile that is needed to get a call from most of these institutes. We have filed a lot of RTIs and we have gone through all the admission procedure, and this tool I think is pretty accurate. So you should definitely check it out. Let us try to answer this question in the meantime. "30 students signed up for dosa making contest to help poor children. However, on the given day, 5 students did not turn up, due to which each student had to make 8 dosas more than earlier planned. How many dosas were made in total?" So let us assume that when they actually met, the number of dosas that the poor children, that is the number of students that each student was making, the number of dosas is, say, n. So the total number of dosas that would have been made if all the students turned up was 30n. But how many students turned up? 5 students did not turn up. 5 students out of the 30 students did not turn up. So the number of students who turned up is only 25. And each student made 8 dosas more. So this is 25 into n plus 8. So if you're simplifying this, this is 30n is equal to 25n plus 200. Or the value of 5n is 200, or the value of n is 40. So the number of dosas each student had to make originally was 40. The number of students originally was 30. So the total number of dosas made is 30 into 40, which is equal to 1200. So the answer for this question is option D, which is 1200. Let us look at the next question. Jitu is saying, hi sir, is the I'm call predictor up to date with respect to the latest admission criteria? If not, when can we expect it? I think it is pretty updated. We have filed a lot of RTIs. It is updated very recently. So I don't see any other change that will be made. It is a fairly accurate tool. You should definitely check it out. Sumit Kumar Ghosh asked me earlier, unfortunately I didn't answer it. Sir, please advise. I've scored 97.68 in CAT 2024 with 33 in VRC. What would you suggest for all three sections? I think for VRC, I would tell you, like I mentioned earlier in the stream also, if you're looking to improve in VRC, it is very important that you inculcate a habit of reading. I want you to read as many articles as you can on a daily basis. And it should not be something that you're doing just one day and forgetting to do the next days. You should do it on a daily basis and it should become some sort of part of your daily schedule. Thank you. It should be part of your daily schedule. So ensure that whether you're commuting to work, whether you come back from work and you're just resting at home, or during the lunch, sometime or the other, whenever you get time, you read one article. And that way, try to read 3 articles every single day. Where should you read these articles from? I can give you a list of good websites. You can go to The Guardian. I think its articles are very well written. You can check out The Guardian. You can check out Aon Essays. You can check out many such good websites. You can, if you're again pretty strategic, you can go and do research on where the RCs from the last 3-4 years have actually come from. CAT 2024, for example, many RCs came from The Economist. You can take subscription for it. If you're finding it expensive, you can find out some other resource from which you can actually read the articles of The Economist. But basically, once you make a list of these 4-5 websites, ensure that from each website you are reading at least one article on a daily basis. That if you are just continuing to do, there is no reason as to why your CAT percentile in verbal will not improve from 33 to at least 90. If you just read 4-5 articles every single day, there is no reason why you will not improve. These are things that I would want you to do. If you have scored 97.68, even with 33 in VRC, it would imply that you have done well in Quant and LRDA. Just hammer down on it more and more, double down on it, and ensure that you're solving more and more questions. So that if you're already scoring 99 plus in LRDA and Quant, right now target 99.6, 99.7 in each of those sections. And try to score 90 plus in verbal. These 3 if you're doing, I think that should suffice. So again, just to reiterate and just to summarize, inculcate a habit of reading for VRC, solve a lot of questions for Quant and LRDA. Thank you. Harish is saying, sir, I just came here to thank you directly. Thanks a lot, Harish. These kind of kind words help me quite a lot to stay more motivated in teaching. Piyush Jain is saying, sir, attempting all entrance exams is better or focusing only on CAT is? I would say attempting as many exams as you can will help you improve your exam composure. If you're just taking CAT, you are putting more pressure on yourself and you might not be able to give your best on the day of the examination because of the added stress of it being the only examination that you're taking. Guys, please do like the stream. Let us get to 150 likes before the stream ends. In this question, we are told that x square minus x minus 6 is a factor of x to the power 4 plus ax cube minus x square minus bx minus 12 is equal to 0. What are the values of the constants a and b respectively in the above equation? So if you are told that x square minus x minus 6 is equal to 0 is a factor, and if you are factorizing it, it will be x minus 3 into x plus 2 is equal to 0. So you would want x is equal to 3 and x is equal to minus 2 are the factors of this particular equation. So if you substitute the value of x is equal to 3 in this particular equation, what are you going to get? You are going to get 81, which is 3 to the power 4 plus 27a minus 9 minus 3b minus 12 is equal to 0. This would imply that 60. 27a minus 3b is equal to minus 60, or b minus 9a is equal to 20. This is the first equation. What is the second equation? You just substitute x is equal to minus 2 in this. So that would be 16 minus 8a minus 4 plus 2b minus 12 is equal to 0. Or this would imply that 4a is equal to b. If 4a is equal to b, we can substitute it over here. We are going to get minus 5a is equal to 20, or the value of a is minus 4. And therefore the value of b, which is 4 times a, is equal to minus 16. So the answer for this question is option C. Let us look at the next question. Jeetu is saying, sir, I'm weak in VRC. Average score is 15. So I read one A1 essays every day and one VRC sections. I'm not comfortable with reading articles as I don't feel it to be productive. Is my approach correct? I think it's not at all correct. Reading articles is very, very useful. It is very productive. It is a very good way of using your time. Because ideally, if you're reading a 500-word article, it should not take you more than 10 minutes. You should be able to take 30-40 minutes to read 3 or 4 articles on a daily basis. That I think is very, very good as compared to just taking a VRC sectional and not feeling motivated or feeling demotivated that your score is not improving. It would improve only if your reading habit improves. So ensure and focus on improving your concentration while reading the article. At the end of the article, you should try to summarize whether you really understood all of it or not. That also is important. In this question, we are told that 12x square minus ax plus 7 is equal to ax square plus 9x plus 3. It has only one repeated solution, then the positive integral solution of a is. What does this mean? If you are having a quadratic equation which is of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, this quadratic equation has a discriminant d. The discriminant is equal to b square minus 4ac. If this discriminant is greater than 0, this quadratic equation will have two real roots. That is, the two roots are distinct, not equal to each other, and both of them are real. If this discriminant d is equal to 0, it will have one equal real root. That is, this will be of the form x minus some root r whole square is equal to 0. In that particular case, the only solution is x is equal to r. So even though you can say it has two roots, both the roots are equal to each other. So it will have essentially one unique root. The next one is if d is less than 0, then this would have no real roots. This will be of the form, say, x plus 1 whole square is equal to minus 5. That is not possible because a square has to be positive or 0. It cannot be negative. So it would imply that it doesn't have any real roots. That would be this case. Now what we are essentially told is that we are looking for this particular case. We want the equation to have one real root. That root is not distinct, it is repeated. So now if you are expressing this as a quadratic equation, this will be x square into a minus 12 plus x into a plus 9 minus 4 is equal to 0. What is the discriminant of this given quadratic equation? This will be b square, which is a plus 9 whole square, minus 4 into minus 4 into a minus 12. This has to equal 0. This will become plus minus into minus. So this is a square plus 18a plus 81 plus 16a minus 192 is equal to 0. Or a square plus 34a is equal to 111. This you can simplify as a square minus plus 34a minus 111 is equal to 0. This is a plus 37 into a minus 3 is equal to 0. So a is either minus 37 or a is equal to 3. As we are told that a is a positive integral, the only solution is option C. Let us look at the next question. Many students got it correct. Very good to see, man. So when he's saying, sir, I attempted 2 dash cats, but my marks are not up to the mark. How do I increase my score and prepare myself strong from now onwards? In VRC section, I try to read every day. I think if you are reading every day on a consistent basis from the right resources, like I mentioned, good resources are The Guardian, Aeon Essays, Indian Express, all of them I think are good resources. You can also find out the source. Economist is another good resource. You can also find the sources of the RCs for the last 3-4 years and bookmark those pages and try to read from those websites. If you are doing that consistently every day, 3 or 4 articles, you will see a significant improvement within a month. Within 1 month, you will feel that, okay, I'm actually doing better in VRC. See, how should we collect and remember good and different questions we find regularly during practice? I think if you are enrolled to the Cracku study room, or if you are enrolled to any question in Cracku, you can bookmark that question. So then you will have a different page for checking all the bookmarks. Many students are getting this question correct. Raidu also got it correct. Mahima got it correct. Hari Krishna got it correct. All of you are getting it correct. Very good to see. Pujita also got it correct. Aman Kumar is saying, Vedika is saying, what would be a good score in Dashcat 1 and 2? I recorded the Dashcat analysis for 2. You can check it out. If I'm not wrong, I mentioned that 99 percentile would be around, say, 95 marks in Dashcat 2, which is slightly high. But a good score in both of them, because you have just started your preparation, I would say is, say, around 60 marks. I think if you're scoring 60 marks in Dashcat 1 or Dashcat 2, your preparation, I think, is definitely going pretty good. You should just continue doing it. Excuse me. Gaurav is asking for strategy in VRC. It is simple, man. VRC in improvement depends a lot on your reading habit. If you are doing very well in quant and LRDA, as can be seen from your percentiles, focus a lot on verbal, focus a lot on reading. Instead of reading 3 or 4 articles every day, read 5 or 6 articles every day, because you have the time, because you're doing well in the remaining 2 sections. Just focus and become obsessive about verbal and about your reading habits. That I think is sufficient, more than sufficient. Don't waste your time on stupid social media or on Reddit or on WhatsApp, YouTube. Cut off all of them. Just focus on reading as many articles as you can. You should become obsessive about it. You should feel that the only thing that is stopping you, if I look at your percentiles, if you're scoring 100 in quant and 99.5 in LRDA and 68 in verbal, the only thing that is stopping you from getting into a top institute like A, B, C, the only thing is verbal. If you improve in verbal alone, if you can improve it from 68 percentile to 95 percentile in verbal, you will get into A, B or C. That is a fantastic career choice. So put in that effort now. Sacrifice everything else. Everything else is not at all important. Just focus obsessively on reading as much as you can every single day. It should not be just one single day. It should be every day you are reading 5 articles, 6 articles. And after 3 days or 4 days, take one verbal sectional. Don't take verbal sectionals also like crazy. It doesn't make a lot of sense. When you're taking a verbal sectional, you should feel that I want to do well in it. You should tell yourself that, okay, this is a verbal sectional, I want to do well. You are giving it the importance, mentally you are giving it importance, and then you are taking the verbal sectional. That is the only thing that is stopping you from getting into A, B or C. That is what I would think, Gaurav, and I would want you to put in that effort. Put in that effort, think that, okay, if I can improve my verbal score from 68 percentile to 95, I will get into either A or B or C. So put everything that you got into improving your verbal score. In this question, we are told that x plus y is equal to 3 and we are asked to calculate the value of x cube plus y cube plus 9xy. Guys, we have only 86 likes. Please do like the stream. I want to get to at least 150 likes before the stream ends. So please do like it. So in this question, you are given x plus y is equal to 3. Here we have the cubes. So let us just cube the equation that is given to us. If x plus y is equal to 3, what is the cube of x plus y? X plus y whole cube will be equal to 3 cube, which is 27. This would imply that x cube plus y cube plus 3 times xy into x plus y is equal to 27. But x plus y itself is equal to 3. So x cube plus y cube plus 9xy will be equal to 27. So the answer for this question is option C. Let us look at the next question. Anil Kumar Sunkar is saying, will reading articles from the Hindu help? The articles from Hindu help, but recently I have realized that they have just become like super, I don't know. I don't like their agenda. I feel that many of their articles are just agenda driven. So I think their editorials have lost the sheen, so to say. And when you have better sources, read from the better sources. Like I mentioned, guys, we have the Kickstart batch, which is starting tomorrow. You can definitely check it out. So we have a course, you can start using it. If you have any doubts with respect to any of the batches that we are starting, you can just send a mail to support@cracku.in. Or if you are looking for a phone number, I'll just mention the phone number also. Just give me 1 second. Himansh is saying, sir, I scored 70th percentile in 10th, 85 percentile in 12th, and 8.4 CGPA in BSc. Is it a good profile for aiming for higher level IIMs? I would say, see, your score in 10th is slightly on the lower side, but your remaining 2 scores are good. Even the score in 10th is not bad. It is not just ideal. In an ideal profile, you will have 8, 8, 8. Yours is 7, 8, 8, which is okay. But the advantages you have are that you are a non-engineer. So that will definitely help you quite a lot because you will get the academic diversity points. So I would say you have a pretty good profile. Focus on doing well in CAT. Try to score above 99 percentile. That should ensure that because you're a non-engineer, you should get most of the good shortlists. So yeah, if anybody is interested in our courses, you can either send a mail to support@cracku.in or they can call us. The phone number is +91 707 521 7510. I'll tell the number again, 707 521 7510. If anybody is interested in the Kickstart batch that is starting tomorrow or on any course which is related to CAT, you can call us on this number. Let us look at the next question. Guys, we have 91 likes. Please do like the stream. Mahima is saying, sir, how long will the classes in the batch starting from tomorrow go on? From 8 p.m. to? See, normally what we believe in is consistency. So the classes happen every day from Monday to Friday, and the classes range from 1 to 1.5 hours. So roughly it will be from 8 to 9 p.m. for some days, and some days it will be 8 to 9:30 p.m. for around 1 to 1.5 hours on a daily basis. Most of this is focused on solving questions because I prefer solving questions, and I think that is the best way in which you can improve your confidence and you can improve your concepts also. When you solve a question, you will feel more confident that you can actually solve it on your own. So these we'll first explain some concepts for the first 15-20 minutes, and after that for the remaining 1 hour or so, we focus mostly on solving questions. Gautam is saying, answer my question. Sir, I've done my graduation in 2024 BCom, now pursuing MCom. Last time I took CAT, but did not go well. My academics are 687. What to do for profile building? See, in general, profile building, we have released a video yesterday about what you can do for building your profile. I think just 3-4 days back we released it. You can check it out. It contains different suggestions for different categories of students. But in general, what I would say is, don't worry too much about building your profile. what because you're already doing your post graduation, you will have advantage of not being an engineer. I know that your academic profile is not ideal, but because you're a non-engineer, you will get some marks there. So focus more on improving your CAT score. I think that is a better way in which you can use your time rather than focusing on building your profile. Ensure that whatever you're studying in MCOM, your scores are good, your grades are good, that is important. But otherwise, I'm not so concerned about like joining some NGO or all of those things. I think are not a very good way of using your time as compared to spending that in doing well in CAT. Dilip is saying, I've taken the CAT course starting from tomorrow. I come from office at after 7:30 p.m. Should I watch lecture or should I focus on daily concept videos? I would definitely recommend you to attend the live sessions. Live sessions are only for 1 to 1.5 hours and they will ensure that you're solving questions on a daily basis. So that is something I don't want you to miss every single day. From Monday to Friday, it is just for 1.5 hours, man. Solve questions along with us. Like in this session, we are solving a lot of questions, right? I know that it is for 2 hours, but in these 2 hours, we are trying to solve at least 20 questions. That I think is a good way of using your time. And if you get stuck in any question, somebody like I will explain it or my faculty will explain it. So don't miss the live sessions. They are very, very useful and they're attended by hundreds of students. Like every day in the live class, I see at least 200 to 250 students who are coming and who are solving it, which is very good. No, concurrently they're solving these questions. Okay, let us answer this question. In this question, we are told that x by 4 minus 2 by 3x is equal to 1 by 2. So if you are trying to get a quadratic equation, 3x square minus 8 divided by 12x is equal to 1 by 2. This is 6x. So essentially, we are getting 3x square minus 8 is equal to 6x. Or 3x square minus 6x minus 8 is equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation which cannot be simply factorized. So to answer or find out the value of x, you need to know the formula for solving a quadratic equation. If you have a quadratic equation which is of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, the value of x is minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So in this particular question, the value of x is equal to 6 plus or minus square root of 6 square is 36 minus 4 into 3 into minus 8. 4 into 3 into 8 is 96, minus of minus is plus, so this is plus 96 divided by 2a, that is 2 into 3, which is 6. This is equal to 1 plus or minus square root of 36 plus 96 is 132. Because you are taking 6 into the square root, it is divided by 36, which is equal to 1 plus or minus square root of 11 divided by 3. So the answer for this question is option B. Let us look at the next question. In this question, we are told that x plus 1 by x is 2, and we are asked to calculate the value of x to the power 100 plus 1 by x to the power 100. So this is x square plus 1 is equal to 2x, or x square minus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. So this is basically x minus 1 whole square is equal to 0. So the value of x is 1. So what is the value of x to the power 100? It will be 1. Plus 1 by x to the power 100 also is 1. So the sum is 2. So the answer for this question is option A. Let us look at the next question. Mohit is saying, sir, can you make analysis videos for DashCat, like which RC and LR we should go for? Good man, I make the analysis videos for all the DashCats. DashCat 1, there was, because I was traveling, I couldn't make the analysis video immediately, but I plan to make it very soon. DashCat 2 analysis video is already up. I think we'll release it maybe in 1-2 days, but I'll make an analysis video for every DashCat, and it will really be published mostly within 3-4 days after the DashCat window opens. Only for DashCat 1, unfortunately, there is some delay, but we'll fix it. Yashwendra Verma is saying, sir, I'm enrolled in another coaching. Should I enroll in Cracku also, or only purchase mock series? I think it depends on you. If you really ask me, if you're finding the other academy to be helpful, if you are getting access to good quality coaching, if you're getting access to mentorship, if you're getting access to doubt solving, and if you're understanding all the concepts well, I don't see any reason to enroll to Cracku. But then enroll to the Cracku mocks. But if you are finding any deficiency in the other coaching, if you are feeling that, okay, my doubts are not being solved, or if you feel that the way they are teaching is not good, or maybe somehow I'm not able to understand the concepts, or there is no clarity in the schedule, if there is any such issue, then I think you can enroll. Again, like I mentioned earlier, if you have any doubts about any of our courses, you can just send us a mail at support@cracku.in, or you can call us. I'll give you the phone number again, or you can just send us a WhatsApp on that number. The number, I'll give you two numbers. One is 707-521-7510. You can either call or send a WhatsApp to this number, or you can send us to the support number, which is 6303-239042. Any of these two numbers, you can either send us a WhatsApp or you can call us if you have any doubts with respect to the CAT courses that we are offering. Guys, we are just 5 likes away from hitting 100 likes, so please do like the stream. And we have more than 50 people who are watching the stream live, so please do like it. In this question, we are told that x square plus 6x plus modulus of r is equal to 0 has real roots. How many integer values can r take? In a quadratic equation which is of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, the value of the discriminant is b square minus 4ac. If this discriminant is greater than 0, it will have two real roots. If it is equal to 0, it will have one real root which is equal to the second one. Basically, it will be like a perfect square. Something like x minus 5 whole square is equal to 0 has only one real root, which is x is equal to 5. That will be this case. If it is less than 0, it will have no real roots. Here, if you are told that this has real roots, it would imply that the discriminant d is greater than or equal to 0. What is the discriminant? That is b square, which is 36, minus 4 modulus of r is greater than or equal to 0, or modulus of r is less than or equal to 9. So r will be either minus 9, minus 8 dot 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 till minus 1, or 0, or 1, 2, 3 dot 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 till 9. So the total number of values that r can take is 9 plus 9 plus 1, which is 19, which is option C. Let us look at the next question. Anonymous is saying, CAT study room, is it worth buying? I think CAT study room gives you an excellent resource of good CAT level questions. So if you don't want to be confused about where to practice CAT level questions from, you should definitely enroll to the CAT study room. It is a very, very popular product. Many students purchase it, and I get many messages from students that they found the CAT study room to be very, very useful. You can check it out, you can ask your seniors, but I'm sure the reviews will be extremely good for the CAT study room. Guys, we need 5 likes to hit 100 likes. Please do like the stream. And if you get this answer, please do let me know in the chat. I think some people already got it correct. Gaurav got it correct. Hari Krishna, Uppi Charla, Pujita, Ronald, all of them got it correct, which is good. Sonima is saying I scored 95, 96, 9.5, but was near only 50 only in dash cats. Can you suggest the score I should be based on getting IIMs? General female non-engineer. I think general female non-engineer, very good profile. You have 999. So I think your profile is very, very strong. From a percentile standpoint, I think if you score if you score around 98 percentile, I think that should be sufficient for you to get most of the top shortlist. So I would say maybe in the actual examination around 90 marks should be sufficient. Maybe even slightly lesser also should be okay, but you can target 90 marks. Dash cats, in my opinion, are very similar to the actual examination. So target getting around 90 on the day of the examination. If you're already scoring around 50, I think you can easily improve from 50 to 90 in 6 to 7 months. You need to improve by 10 marks in each section. That should be more or less sufficient. In this question, we are told that a plus b divided by c is 6 by 5 and b plus c divided by a is 9 by 2. We are asked to calculate the value of a plus c divided by b. So what we are essentially told is that a plus b divided by c is 6 by 5. Or this would imply that 5a plus 5b is equal to 6c. In this equation, if you are cross multiplying, you are basically told that b plus c divided by a is 9 by 2 or 2b plus 2c is equal to 9a. You multiply this with 3. So you are going to get 6b plus 6c is equal to 27a. You can substitute this 6c to equal 5a plus 5b. So 6b plus 5a plus 5b is equal to 27a. Or the value of 11b is equal to 22a, or the value of b is 2a. If the value of b is 2a, from any of these equations, you can calculate the value of c in terms of b. 5b will be 10a, so 5a plus 10a is equal to 6c, or the value of c is 2.5a. So c is 2.5a, b is 2a. What is the value of a plus c divided by b? That will be a plus 2.5a divided by 2a, which is equal to 3.5 divided by 2, which is equal to 7 by 4. So the answer for this question is option D. Let us look at the next question. One more thing I wanted to tell you is that we have a subreddit. Many students ask me that, sir, I want to interact with you. I have some doubts with respect to CAT preparation. Where should I post? For that, we have started the CAT study room. It is a subreddit in which I'm actually pretty active. I conduct this Ask Me Anythings, AMAs, pretty regularly. I at least do it once every 2 weeks so that anybody who has just started their CAT preparation, if they have any doubts or any queries, they can interact with me. I would recommend you to join it. We are trying to ensure that we are only posting good motivational posts, not like this rants or something which will demotivate people. So try to see if you can join it. If you find it useful, you can check it out. This is CAT study room, which is basically the subreddit in which I'm actually pretty active in. So if you have any doubts with respect to any of the CAT preparation, or if you're facing any issue with any one particular section, you can definitely post there and you can comment. I will most probably reply. So yeah, let us look at the next one. Maima is saying, can you answer this question? Which question? This question. I'll answer. Can you tell us more about the IIM ABC batch, which is it starting anytime soon? Yeah, I think we have some batches. If you are looking for the IIM ABC batch, I'll just check with my team and I'll get back to you. Again, if you have any doubts with respect to any of the courses or any of the batches, you can just send us a mail to support@cracku.in or just send us a WhatsApp on the number that I mentioned. They will get back to you. In this, you can just mention your phone number, they will actually call you. The phone number is 6303239042. I'm sorry, but I was not following some of the questions, so I don't know exactly which batch you are talking about. But Mahima, again, I'm sorry, you can call either them, send a WhatsApp, or you can mail them, they will get back to you. Okay, let us answer this question. X square plus 5x plus 6 is 0 and x square plus px plus 3 is 0 have one root in common. What is the value of p? Now, if you're looking at this quadratic equation, we can calculate both the roots. X square plus 5x plus 6 has no other variable. So, let us try to factorize it. X square plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0 is x plus 2 into x plus 3 is equal to 0. So, the value of x is either minus 2 or x is equal to minus 3. So, if the common root is minus 2, we will substitute minus 2 in this particular equation. We are going to get 4 minus 2p plus 3 is equal to 0. So, the value of p is 3.5. Or we can substitute x is equal to minus 3 in this equation. So, it will be 9 minus 3p plus 3 is equal to 0. So, the value of p is 4. If p is equal to 3.5, the common root is minus 2. If p is equal to 4, the common root is minus 3. So, p can be either 3.5 or 4. So, the correct answer is option B. Let us look at the next question. Shruti Porwal is saying, sir, my profile is 91.75, 94.33, 8.8 and I'll have 3 years work ex. In CAT 2024, I scored 80%. I'm a general non-engineer female. What should I focus more on? I think your profile is very good, Shruti. It is perfect in my opinion. You have 998, 8.8, higher rate, very good academics. You have 3 years work ex, so that also is perfect. And you are a non-engineer female, so you are going to get academic diversity points and gender diversity points. You should really target to get into the top institutes A, B or C. With your profile, I think you will have a shot if you score 97 percentile. Increasing from 80 to 97 in 1 year is not at all difficult. What I would recommend you is, I want you to tell me quickly, because maybe this is the last question, maybe the stream will end soon. So I want you to tell me what are the percentiles in each of the sections. How much did you score in quant, verbal and LRDA? Roughly, approximately, I think should suffice. Because if you are struggling in any of one particular section, I can advise you what you should do in that particular section. If you are scoring 80 in each one of them, I would say that you have to basically increase your marks by 10 marks in each of the 3 sections. You will score very highly. So just focus on doing that. Focus on your percentile to increase from 80 to 97, which is definitely possible in 1 year, for sure. I've seen that happen to multiple students. Just be pretty obsessive in solving a lot of questions. In quant and LRDA, focus on solving. In verbal, focus on having that reading habit. That I think should suffice. 81, 78, 75. So yeah, basically you got equal percentiles in each one of them. So you have to focus on all 3 of them. If you had scored poorly in one section, I would have told you that, okay, focus on that one particular section and try to increase it. But because you have scored equally in all 3 of them, approximately, focus on quant and LRDA, focus on solving as many questions as you can. Start off with the previous year's papers. Download the PDFs for the previous year's papers. They are completely for free on the Cracku website, and start solving the questions as many as you can in LRDA and quant. Roughly try to solve at least 10 questions in quant every single day, and at least 1 or 2 LRDA sets every single day. This I think is the minimum. You should try to do slightly more than that. But I want you to do it regularly. It should not be that you do it for 3-4 days and then leave it. That should suffice for LRDA and quant if you are solving more and more. And if you are getting stuck in any particular concept, for example, if you are not understanding geometry, and if you are enrolled to Cracku, you can watch the concept videos for geometry so that your concepts are clear, and then you are practicing on, you are focusing on solving. That should suffice for quant and LRDA, solving as many as you can. With respect to verbal, like I mentioned earlier in the stream also, I want you to inculcate this habit of reading every single day. And your goal should be that, okay, I scored around 8 in each of the 3 sections. I should try to target 95 in most of the sections. You should not feel that, okay, I'm good at verbal, I'm not good at LRDI, I'm not good at quant. It should not be like that. You should feel that I'm good at all three of them. I don't need to be extremely good or super strong, but you should be good in all three sections. That I think should be your mindset. Okay, let me answer this question, guys. Guys, if you're finding this stream useful, please do like it. We got 100 likes. I was looking for 150 likes. Please do like it. I think this is the last question for today. So if you have any important, Ronald, don't spam so much, man. I know that you're post-ready or this. I'll try to answer it. If you're spamming, then I can't see anybody else's profile, no? So let me first answer this question. Solve the inequality x plus 1 divided by 2x minus 1 is greater than 1. So we have x plus 1 divided by 2x minus 1 is greater than 0. So this is x plus 1 minus 2x plus 1 divided by 2x minus 1, this is greater than 0. What this would mean is 2 minus x divided by 2x minus 1 is greater than 0. So let us multiply the numerator and denominator with 2x minus 1 whole square so that I can remove the denominator. So we are essentially going to get 2 minus x into 2x minus 1 is greater than 0. This is 2 minus x. So to convert it into x minus 2, I'll multiply the entire inequality with minus 1. But because minus 1 is a negative number, the sign of the inequality will change. So essentially this will imply that this is x minus 2 into 2x minus 1 is less than 0. What are the two roots for this quadratic equation? The two roots are 1 by 2 and 2. So the value of x has to belong to this. Remember that if you have an inequality which is of the form x minus a into x minus b is less than 0, the value of x will lie between the two roots. X will lie between a and b. If x minus a into x minus b is greater than 0, then the value of x will not lie between the two roots. So x will be either less than a or x is greater than b. In this particular case, it is less than 0. So x has to lie within the two roots, which is 1 by 2 and 2. So 1 by 2 is less than x is less than 2, which is option B. I think this is the last question, guys. Or maybe we'll have one more question. I'm not so sure. But I think we have one or two more questions. I'll try to answer the questions in the meantime. Sir, I'm not able to solve quants questions during topic test and normally as well, but something about the timer just doesn't help with the accuracy. How can I work on that? I think you have to just do it more and more often because the timer will anyways be there in the CAT examination. So I don't want to advise you to just solve without a timer. You have to know how to solve with a timer. That is very important. I would recommend that you solve it more and more regularly so that you won't have that stress. The stress will decrease after a point of time. If you're doing something which scares you multiple times, it will scare you lesser. Yeah, Derek, I'll answer. One sec, let me see. Okay, Derek said his profile is 68, 57, 7.31. Did BCA, graduated in 2024. No work still now. I'm SC category. How much to score for top B schools? Derek, I would say I would want you to check out the IAM call predictor for more accurate predictions because that is a tool which we have built which is very accurate. So you can just check the Cracku IAM call predictor. You can enter your profile. You can enter your 10th marks, 12th marks, BTech, whether you're a non-engineer or an engineer. You can enter your category, reservation category, how much work X you have, whether you're a male or a female, whether you're an engineer, non-engineer, all of those things if you enter, for the top 20 B schools in India, it will give you a fairly accurate percentile that is needed to get a call. That is what I can say. I would also advise you to try to find a job. You mentioned that you graduated in 2024 and you don't have work X till now. That I don't think is ideal because it will not be good for your own mental health on the day of the examination if you have a very big gap after graduation. So that is something I would really recommend you to do. Ronald, I'll answer your question also. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. Ronald is saying, sir, 887, OBC, BCom, fresher, currently scoring 85 percentile. कुछ हो सकता है क्या? कुछ क्यों नहीं हो सकता है? I mean, if you're scoring 85 percentile, that is pretty good. You're a non-engineer, that also is good. You're a fresher, which is okay, but I want you to try to find a job and start getting those work exploits. Because if you get into MBA right now, probably it is okay this year. But say CAT doesn't go well, that work exploits will continue to increase for you. So definitely try to find a job, especially as a fresher. It makes a lot of sense for you to work while preparing for CAT. And I would say your graduation score is slightly on the lesser side, but your 10th and 12th is good. So don't worry about it. Focus, target maybe 99 percentile. That should be sufficient. Again, going from 85 to 99 in 1 year should not be too difficult. That is possible. So focus on doing that. Dilip, I'll just do your profile review before answering this question. My profile is 10 CGPA, 9.88. Okay. 10 CGPA, 9.88 CGPA, 8.1 CGPA. Okay, I'm assuming it is 10, 9.88 and 8.1. Very good, man. Very good academics. Engineer, OBC male from NIT Jaipur. That also is good. How much percentile required for top 6 exams? I would say because you're an engineer and a male, that will not be super helpful. I think your NC OBC will help you. Your academics are very good, so they will also help you. I would say maybe 99 plus should suffice to get most of the calls. But again, like I mentioned, to get the accurate, more precise prediction, go to the Cracku IamCall predictor. In this particular question, we are told to calculate the maximum value of 5 divided by x square minus 4x plus 16. So if you look at the denominator, you can find out that it's a quadratic equation. So let us try to complete a perfect square. X square minus 4x plus 16 is equal to x square minus 4x plus 4 plus 12. And the reason this is important is because this is x minus 2 whole square. So this is of the form x minus 2 whole square plus 12. So this given expression is of the form 5 divided by x minus 2 whole square plus 12. So the denominator is always greater than or equal to 12 because this is a perfect square plus 12, and perfect square is either 0 or it is a positive number. So this would imply that this will attain its maximum value when the perfect square is equal to 0, and the maximum value it will attain is 5 by 12. So the answer for this question is option C. Let us look at the next question. Okay, I think all the questions are done. I think they are done, or maybe there are 1 or 2 more left. I'm not so sure. I think maybe there are 2 more questions left. I wanted to tell you about the CAT daily targets. They're taken by thousands of students every single day. In the Cracku daily targets, we give 1 test in quant, 1 test in verbal, and 1 test in LRDI. All of these tests have detailed video solutions. And these Cracku daily targets are taken by thousands of students. Every single day, they're taken by thousands of students. You should definitely check out the Cracku daily targets. They'll be very, very useful. After the CAT results come, I get like many messages from Cracku students where they tell me that they used to solve the Cracku daily targets regularly, and they help them have that habit of consistency. So I don't stress this enough. Cracku daily targets I think are very, very useful. They're taken by a lot of toppers and people who want to study consistently. So definitely check out. This is very, very useful for you. I think there are 2 more questions. Please do like the stream, guys. Ronald is saying, sir, are you live every Sunday on YouTube? I try to come live either on a Saturday or on a Sunday most of the time, but I can't promise that I'll come every Saturday or every Sunday, but I try to do it regularly. Sathik is saying, sir, is it not advisable to do an MBA right after BBA? I would always recommend students to get some work experience before they do an MBA. I would say that work experience will help you gain the most out of an MBA. Because when I joined my MBA, I had only like 1 year work ex. So some of the things that were being taught to me were, I could understand them, but only from a theoretical standpoint. I didn't face any issues with respect to the HR, or there was not a lot of like conflict in the organization. So those kind of things are all theoretical to me. But if you worked in a big company or even in a startup for say 2 or 3 years, you would notice many things about the company. You would see the things that are working well, you will see the things that are not working well. For example, if there is any issue between 2 employees, how was it resolved? Was it resolved well? Was it not resolved well? All these kind of things will be experiences that you would gain. And when you are reading a case, you will understand the case better in an MBA. So I would always recommend students to gain some work experience before they join MBA. This is the reason I'm actually completely against this gap years, because I feel you need to have corporate experience before you do an MBA. Then you will gain the most out of MBA. In addition to all of these work ex points, like having some financial independence, all of those things, even if you ignore, just the fact that you worked in a company for a few years, maybe 1 or 2 years, 3 years, whatever time, will ensure that you will understand corporate sector better, how it works, what are the things that it is doing well, what are the things it is not doing well. So when you're doing an MBA where you will be learning about corporate sector, how companies should run, you can associate better. I don't know the answer for that, Derek. AC has two categories, A and B, both have same cutoffs. I don't know the answer for that. Pujita is saying how to attempt mocks with a peaceful mind. One of the things that I can tell you is there was one student who was a Cracku student, I think in CAT 2023. He scored, I think 99.84 on the day of the examination. And in the mocks, he used to score 97, 98 for a long time. But on the day of the examination, he really outperformed himself. And I asked him what did he do differently. His name I think is Vaishak. There is an interview with him also that I did. It is there on our YouTube channel. One thing that he did was that before every mock, in the last 2 weeks before CAT, he used to sit in front of the laptop for 10-15 minutes before starting the mock. So that helped him get into that zone and do the best in the mocks. And that also translated to doing well in the examination. So if you're trying to attend mocks with a peaceful mind, that is something that I would recommend you to do. If you're taking a mock, if you plan to take a mock on a Sunday, so say I know today is a Sunday, but say from yesterday onwards, you should be thinking about the mock. You should know everything about when you're going to take the mock. You should tell yourself, okay, on Sunday, that is tomorrow, I'm going to start my CAT 2 at 11 a.m. or 10 a.m. or whatever time. And you should ensure that from 9:30, you're going to sit in front of your laptop, or at least from 9:45, sit in front of the laptop for 10-15 minutes, get into the zone, tell yourself that this is the actual examination, and try to prepare yourself mentally. Then take the mock. That will help you quite a lot. These things are things that I think you should definitely do. For what values of x does the inequality 2 times modulus of x minus modulus of x minus 4 less than 0 hold true? So if you're looking at this inequality, it has 2 modulus. One is modulus of x and the other one is modulus of x minus 4. So the inflection points are 2. One is x is equal to 0 and the other one is x is equal to 4. So if you are looking at one case where x is less than 0, another case when 0 is less than or equal to x less than or equal to 4, and the third case is when x is greater than 4. When x is less than 0, modulus of x is minus 6. Modulus of x minus 4 is 4 minus 6. So this inequality will be 2 times minus 2x is less than 4 minus 6. Or this would imply that x is greater than minus 4. So in this case, the value of x has to be greater than minus 4 and it has to be less than 0. In the second case, when x lies between 0 and 4, modulus of x is positive, it is x. Modulus of x minus 4 is 4 minus 6. So this would imply that 2x is less than 4 minus x, or 4 is greater than 3x, or the value of x is less than 4 by 3. So x has to be less than 4 by 3 and x has to be greater than 0. And in the last case, when x is greater than 4, modulus of x is x, modulus of x minus 4 is x minus 4. So here the inequality is 2x is less than x minus 4, or x has to be less than minus 4. This is a contradiction. We cannot have x to be greater than 4 and x to be less than minus 4 at the same time. So this would imply that x has to lie between minus 4 to 4 by 3. So this will be the correct answer, which is option B. Anisha is saying, sir, does it matter where we worked if we have work experience, like the name and nature of the job? I would say it would matter to an extent, but it is not qualitative. It is not quantitative. It is like subjective. Suppose you worked in, say, a big company like, say, McKinsey, it will help you in the interview. You are not going to get any more points for your profile, all of those things. To get a shortlist and all, it won't matter. But a big company in an interview will ensure that the interviewer will have a better impression about you. So it will help. That way it will help, but otherwise it's not so important. Also, I did IB. How can I get my scores converted to CBSE standard, or can I submit my IB results to the colleges? I'm not so sure about it, Satvik. You will have to check out with the IM helpline. Guys, please do like the stream. I think this is the last question. We have 100 likes. We can easily get another 10 to 15 likes. Please do like it. Many people are getting it correct. Yes, the correct answer is indeed B. Derek is saying, what does quality work X mean? Is that a big differentiator? I don't think it's a big differentiator. It can help if you worked in a big company in the interviews, and it will help only qualitatively, like subjectively. Even if you worked in a small startup, and if you can actually tell them that what exactly you have done or how much you have gained, that also will ensure that you have a good impression that you are going to give. It is just that if you are saying that I am from McKinsey, people will think that, okay, McKinsey, if it has hired you, you are probably like a smart guy, all of these things. So they will immediately get a good impression. If you are working in a small startup, you have to actually put in more effort in conveying that good impression. But it is not like make or break. It is not that if you worked in a big company, you will definitely make it, or if you worked in a small company, you will not make it. Those kind of things will not be there, but it will not hurt to work in a big company. That is always an advantage, but it is not an insurmountable advantage. Okay. In this question, we are told that x minus 5 into x minus 3 divided by x plus 2 into x plus 6 is less than 0. So let us multiply the numerator and denominator with the square of the denominator. That is basically we are multiplying the left hand side here and here with the square of this one, because we want to take it to the numerator. So what we are essentially going to get is x minus 5 into x minus 3 into x plus 2 into x plus 6 has to be less than 0. What are the roots? The roots of this polynomial are minus 6, minus 2, 3 and 5. So draw the number series. This is minus 6, this is minus 2, this is 3 and this is 5. If x is greater than 5 over here, then all of these 4 terms are positive and the product of all of them will be positive. If x lies over here, x minus 5 will be negative, but this will be positive, this will be positive, this will be positive. The product of 3 positive terms and 1 negative term will be negative. Similarly, if x is lying between minus 2 and 3, this is negative, but these two will be positive. The product of 2 positive terms and 2 negative terms will be positive. If x lies between minus 6 and minus 2, this will be negative, this will be negative, this will be negative, but this will be positive, x plus 6. The product of 1 positive term and 3 negative terms will be negative. If x is less than minus 6, all the 4 terms will be negative. The product of 4 negative terms will be positive. Here we want the product to be less than 0. We want it to be negative. So this is correct. This is a correct window and none of the others are actually correct. So x has to be either minus 3, minus 4 or minus 5. Or x has to lie between 3 and 5, so x has to be 4. So the number of integral values of x which satisfy this inequality are 4, which is option B. We do have a very active Instagram. It is Cracku MBA, and I would recommend all of you to actually join it. We post very useful updates on our Instagram page. We also try to post some good memes. They will also be useful for you. So if you are looking to follow us on Instagram, you should definitely check out the Cracku exam. It will be very nice. If you have any doubts with respect to your CAT preparation, if you have any doubts with respect to what has been taught in this lecture, please feel free to comment below this video. I look at all the questions that you ask and I try to respond to them to the best of my ability. If you have any doubts with respect to any of our courses, you can definitely call us at 6303239042, or you can send a mail to support@cracku.in.